Getting accepted to UNC is just the first of many hurdles transfer students are forced to jump through during their time in Chapel Hill. Even before classes start, the credit evaluation process can put transfers at a disadvantage when it comes to registering for classes and getting admitted into certain programs. Meet Cam Robert.
When I got in, they pre-admitted me into the J school because they knew I was supposed to be a junior coming in. And then once they got my credits and they evaluated them, they were like, oh, just kidding, you're not in the J school, you're just a second semester sophomore.
Robert is a senior at UNC, and he has taken almost all of the credits he needs to graduate from the journalism school, but he is still not technically admitted into the program because of a problem with his credits when he transferred. Katie Cartmel, the transfer student coordinator, explains the process at UNC.
They look at what has been brought into the university before. If you're bringing in the similar class, they'll give you credit again.
That's the easy part. But if no one has transferred a similar course, then the student has to prove that they deserve to receive credit.
What was the learning from that class? What requirements? How is it graded? They look at everything to identify whether or not we have that class at UNC, or do we have something similar? Is it up to the standards that UNC has?
There's a comprehensive course agreement for students transferring from a community college within the state of North Carolina. For in-state students like Noah Simmons, who receive an associate's degree, they are able to come into UNC with all of their general education requirements.
Whenever I talked to an advisor here, he said, if you get a 2-year degree in college transfer, everything bundles and everything moves.
But for out-of-state community college students and those coming from 4-year universities, this does not apply. The best they can do is look to see what students have previously transferred and try to match their courses according to that. But there is no guarantee that those equivalencies still apply.
And everything, I was just checking that constantly. And it said that all 60 of my credits were going to transfer. And then when I got here, only 57 of them ended up transferring.
When it comes time to register for classes, Robert is a few days behind his peers and has to request permission to enroll in all of his journalism classes.
This semester, since technically I'm a senior and I'm still undecided, they put a hold on my account and I had to talk to an advisor and talk to teachers again so they would allow me into the class.
But if one of those required classes fills up before Robert gets a seat, then he may be forced to push back his graduation timeline and take an additional semester of classes.
I don't think that taking an extra semester is a huge penalty to any student.
But for students applying to graduate schools or work opportunities that only begin in the summer or fall, the setback could be costly. In Chapel Hill, I'm Emily Mann.